Have you ever faced this situation that you join an organization at a leadership level and you want to bring certain changes? While implementing those changes, you see that you do not get the buy-in from the team members. People are resisting you, they're opposing you in a cold manner, and after a certain point, they start opposing you directly. And then you start feeling, who is the leader of the organization? Nobody is listening to me, why am I here? And you get disheartened. Most of the time some people get suffocated and they want to quit also. Well, let me explain to you what exactly happens when somebody who do not understand leadership start leading some people. So let me give you a case study. I remove the names for the people just to protect the identity. So the names and all I've changed, but the case study is a very original case study. Okay. So there was a guy known as Ravi. Let's change the name and put this guy's name Ravi. He joins us from a big organization like IBM or Accenture, where there are lakhs of employees. So he joined from that organization to a new organization which is like a family-driven business, which is of hardly 300 plus employees, and this business has been running from generation to generation. And he was a very good friend. The person who Ravi joins the organization, the organization's head, his name is Arun. Now Arun and Ravi are very good friends for more than 15-20 years. And Arun is aware of Ravi's success, that how good he has been working in IBM or Accenture. So he invites him up. He said, man, you should join this organization. And he joins as a vice president of the organization. He's very excited. The vision Arun is having is he wanted to expand his business from India to, he wanted to have a global business. So he wanted somebody who has that expertise of running a multinational organization, and he brings him up. So he wanted to bring some changes. Now when Ravi comes to the organization, he sees some huge difference. Now Ravi has worked in big organizations like IBM or Accenture, where he sees that processes are well defined, where there are separate teams for different works. Like there's a sales team is different, marketing team is different, research team is different, technology team is different. Whereas in the new organization which he joins, he sees things are not like that. They're more or less, a sales guy will be taking care of marketing also, he may be taking care of customer handling also. It was like an interconnected team. It's like a family-driven business. And he realized that it will not work that way. He has to make separate teams, he has to, proper process has to be created, and he started doing it at a very rapid pace. While he was doing this, he was getting resistance from almost everybody, because people are feeling insecure. They're feeling like somebody is taking power from them. And he started implementing it, and while doing it, a lot of questions are arising, and rather than taking those questions, he used to tell them, send me an email. And half of the question he used to neglect, saying that these are not relevant. And in 3 to 4 months, there was a lot of chaos in the organization. And in one of the meeting where he brings up some changes, he wanted to separate the business development team from the research team and from the technical team. And a lot of people are opposing that this is not the way it works. Here, almost people are taking care of multiple roles because they wear multiple hats, and he wanted to create a process. So in one of the board of directors meeting, he brings up some 20 plus people of the organization, and where Arun was also there and Ravi was also there. Arun is founder of the organization. Okay. So the discussion is happening, and one of the senior member, let's say his name is Jatin. While the discussion was going on, Jatin sends a resignation letter, and like everybody's aback. What happened? He said, enough is enough. In last 3 months, I've seen enough. This organization is not going in the right direction. He says to Arun very clearly, Ravi is not the right fit for this organization. Either I am quitting or Ravi has to quit. Now Arun was like, what is this? How come it happens? And Ravi, like, he's totally shocked. He says, what is happening? And now Arun is in a dilemma, because these people who are working for 15-20 years in the organization, he do not want to leave them. And Ravi is altogether new person. And then he had no option. They started getting angry, and after that meeting, Arun and Ravi had a detailed discussion. They said, man, things are going in the wrong direction. It seems we have to do certain changes. And Ravi feels to quit the organization. And that's the time he meets me up. He says, enough is enough. I cannot handle this. What is wrong? Where am I wrong? And then I started training him. Hold on, before you quit, let me tell you how to fix this situation. I said, see, you have joined a new organization. First, you have joined from a bigger organization like IBM or Accenture, where you have seen certain different things. Now you have joined a new organization where the culture is totally different. Have you built some relationship with people? Do you know their personality types? And all these things. So he said, I am not aware. So I started training him. In 6 months, I trained him in a lot of areas. So I'll tell you 5 reasons why somebody at a leadership position fail. Number 1, they fail to build connections with people before they start working. That's the first biggest blunder. Second blunder, they never understand people's personality, and they do not know how to customize their message based on their personality. Because if you do not match somebody's personality, the other person might feel insecure, and if you feel insecure, he cannot work with you. Third thing, They are poor in vision casting. They want to do a lot of things, but they do not know how to cast the vision. Fourth one, they are not good in aligning people. And fifth and foremost, where people go wrong, they never understand the difference between positional leadership and permission level leadership. These are the 5 reasons people fail. And if you're one of them right now who is facing some similar situation, then let me tell you, don't fight this battle alone. These are all learnable skills. Don't ruin your career just because you do not know how to lead. You got a good position of leadership, congratulations. But just because you got a position doesn't mean that you can lead. You need to master certain skills, and that's where coaching comes into picture. So if you want to grow in this area and you are right now not at the best position in this, then learn it. It's an easily learnable skill for 6 months to 1 year based on how much time you dedicate. But once you learn it, you can grow and thrive in your career. It was great talking to you. If you're looking for some solutions, drop me a message. Let's have a virtual coffee. My expertise can help you grow in your career. Thank you so much. I'll meet you in my next case study.